question I want to ask y'all is very simple. Who is your X factor in this series?
He who must not be named.
I'll go with KPJ.
That dude.
I feel like his surge towards the end of the season, as far as defensively, as far as offensively, as far as just his all-around game and chemistry with the rest of the team, is going to be a huge factor when we go against like the Halliburtons, because I really want to see him and Rollins attack his ass most of the game. Like, I feel like those two will be more than enough of a handful to give him issues. Like he's still an all-star. Don't get me like Halliburton is still a dude. He's still a really good player. Caliber. You're right. So like he might get his shit off. Like, but I feel like those two, and then with at least they bring enough together offensively, can help supplement some of what we're losing in Dame. They don't have the same gravity, but KPJ and Rollins, as far as like the defensive side and the steals and the pressure that they apply and chaos that they bring, I think is going to be a very good matchup for that's why he's an X factor for me.
No, I get that.
So I'm saying is Dame out just for
we don't know yet.
Well, okay.
The official reports, the last thing that has come out is that he is progressing well. He's shown great improvement. He's been cleared to do a bit more basketball activities, but he is expected to miss the beginning of the series. There is still some optimism that he will be able to return to the team during the playoffs. But no timeline on when that would be, how far the Bucks have to advance, just that Dame is moving in the right direction.
That's good to hear.
Yeah. So I also have him as my X factor, and that's actually because of Dame's injury. Like we need,
you have to.
Like he's their second option at this point offensively, so he needs to produce the way that he did down the stretch offensively to take some of the pressure off of Giannis, because like I'm assuming Indiana's entire attack will be focused on as much as they can at Giannis and then daring the shooters to beat them. Which, I mean, that's what I do. So I get it. But if he can be a legitimate second option, and then you have Bobby off the bench, you have Brooke that can get you a couple, like that, they should be able to piece together enough offense. And because of his athleticism, his defense, in addition to Ryan Rollins, like they have at least the tools to have a much better transition defense than they've shown in the regular season. And transition defense is transition defense is going to be one of the keys to this series. Facts. Because Indiana gets out and runs, and the Bucks have not shown an aptitude to be able to stop that, at least in the second half of this season. So if they have more athleticism on the perimeter, hopefully that means that they can get back a little bit faster and stymie some of what Indiana does in transition.
Yeah, that's a good point. I see in the comments here we had Mark say Lopez, and we got Brandon who came in with the Bobby. I've been trying to wrestle. I think this might end up being more of a Bobby Portis series than the Brook Lopez series because of the foot speed and just how the Indiana can stretch you out. But listen, all right. The X factor that I had is the same one that Ken had, which is star here, Giannis. So you, sir, as the Laker fan, why did you highlight Giannis as your X factor in this series?
Because he is a star, and everyone's going to be looking at him. He still is arguably one of the best players in the league. Arguably
the best.
You said the best? I'll give you that.
It's arguable, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely arguable. But again, and plus with him being Giannis, being able to put the team on its back, get through the first round, get through the second round, I feel like that even proves the point again that he is who he is. And it's hard. It's not going to be an easy task, but I feel like if anybody can do it, Giannis can do it.
Yeah, and that's in the line where I'm at. It's like we've been robbed of playoff Giannis the last 2 years, and I said it after the NBA Cup game, and I was like, man, I have missed watching Giannis play like meaningful basketball. And you can say what you want to say about the NBA Cup, but like guys want to win that because they won $500,000.
Yeah.
So like there was stakes for that game, and seeing Giannis be able to perform at that level and that stage, like I just got excited for the playoffs. And now we're here, and there's no Damian Lillard. So like there is even more on Giannis's shoulders here. Like I definitely agree with Kevin Porter Jr. being a crucial part of this. I think all the juniors on this Bucks team are going to be crucial. From Kevin to Gary to Bobby, all the juniors plus AJ Green. Andre could be too. Yeah, all the juniors. But Giannis is what is going to make this go, and the Pacers cannot stop Giannis
at all.
If you look at Giannis's numbers over the last 2 years against the Pacers, he's averaging like 37 points a game, like 12 rebounds. I forget the assist, a steal, a block. Like
has his career high.
64 against him, which led to Ballgate last year. Like
I think we need a different name for that.
Probably.
Ballgate.
But Giannis, especially how Giannis has ended the season without Dame, with him being the playmaker, defense, like it's going to be on Giannis' shoulder in this series. So like I think that Giannis, to Eric's point of Eric saying Giannis is the best player in the world, I think this is a series for Giannis to remind people. For y'all who have been sleeping on how great I am, let me just come out here and remind you.
I'm trying to figure out the way to word this because I can say it in a way that's gonna sound bad, but like I feel like they've kind of figured something out in Dame's absence, which actually gives me like, yes, they have the momentum coming in, but I think that Giannis surrounded by
what he has,
shooters, and like having the ball in Giannis's hands at all times, like everything runs through him. Like I think he's much more comfortable with that. And like to your point about Giannis and meaningful basketball, like the NBA Cup championship game was a reminder for me. It's like, okay, he let the throttle go. Like he took everything off. He's like, I'm not conserving any energy. Like I'm flying around on defense. I'm flying around on offense. Like I'm doing everything. And I think that is Giannis at his most terrifying. And hopefully that's what we get this first round series. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's a given for me that Giannis is going to be Giannis. Like, I don't have any, like, I can pencil in what I'm getting from Giannis. Is somebody else has to be there, because I think Indiana is going to be selling out because they haven't been able to stop him with their conventional attack. So, like, now it's going to be throw as many bodies as possible. If he kicks it out to shooters, you know, rotate behind it and hope they miss. But he needs a second guy to be there to be able to, one, carry the offense when he's not out there, and two, just be kind of a release valve when they load up.
Yeah, I think that's fair. And it was announced, you mentioned, you asked the Dame question. It was announced that Jericho Sims is expected to be available and ready to go for the playoffs. I mentioned it might be a Bobby series. Sims could be a guy who picks up. I don't think Sims is going to get big minutes at all. Let me be very clear. But he is someone who can come in and play a couple minutes if needed, switch up the pace, give you some defensive versatility that you didn't have before. So
makes you more athletic.
Yep. Him being healthy is a positive for the Bucks. And the next question that we have is just, what is the thing to watch for in this series? Ken, I want to start with you because I always enjoy your perspective on the Bucks, because the three of us are a little too close sometimes. So in your opinion, what's the thing to really watch for in this Bucks Pacers series?
Kind of alluding to what you guys were saying already, is who's going to step up outside of Giannis?
That's the question.
That's literally is the key. And any given night, it could be a different player, a different, a different guy or whatever. But that's going to be the key, because Giannis can't do it by himself. So he definitely needs some help. So who is going to step up, night in, night out, to help Giannis?
Like, he can carry a heavy load, but like he can't carry it all by himself. And to that, let's see if I can find the numbers that I had. But the Bucks bench, which has never been an area of strength for the Milwaukee Bucks, it's a lot better this year. The Bucks have the best three-point shooting bench in the league. The Bucks are the best three-point shooting team in regards to like conversion rate, not the attempts, because the Celtics take just a crazy amount of threes. I think the Bucks are middle of the pack when it comes to the actual volume of threes they shoot, but no one knocks them down at a higher clip than the Bucks. And when you talk about the Bucks need someone else to step up, and also how you highlighted as well as I did that Giannis is kind of like the X factor. The shooter's got to shoot. You've got to keep that momentum going. So I think it's going to be really important for him. But for me, the thing to watch in this series is the two T's. It's turnovers and it's transition. The turnovers, like the Pacers love to force turnovers. They love to pressure full court, take care of the ball, limit the opportunities that you're giving them to start their offense quickly. As Eric mentioned, the Bucks can struggle in transition. And the Pacers not only like to push after a miss, but they will push after you make it. So it's not technically transition ball after a made basket,
Mm-hmm.
but the principles are the exact same of getting back. So the Bucks have to be really sharp, playing in transition, taking care of the ball. I think they're going to have a real shot at beating the Pacers. What are the X factors that you two have? They feel kind of similar to where I landed.
I had transition, which you already hit on, and then Dame's health. Like that is what I'm going to be watching for. Like if we can get him back at least in the middle of the series, like that should be a helpful addition. I mean, should be.
If the Bucks don't get Dame back, do you think they can still win this series?
Yes. And honestly, and I was like, again, this is kind of what I was trying to parse my words to say, where it's like I feel like this is more of a Giannis and surrounding cast kind of series, whereas if they advance,
then they really need Dame.
Cleveland, like that's a Dame series.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
Not assuming, but like if we're planning for that, then getting him back at least in the middle of this series allows him to get back into rhythm, get back into the flow of things, so that he's ready for the next round. Like I'm not looking past Indiana at all, but it's like for their long-term postseason hopes, like the sooner they get him back, the better. But I think that they can win this series if they don't have him for the bulk of it.
I would agree with that. Tim, anything to add on to that?
Mine's is 3-and-D. Limit the wide open threes.
Thank you for bringing that up.
Because I'm so sick of watching motherfuckers in the corner chilling, just open, dead ass, wide ass, butt ass naked, just like dog.
Wide ass, Jesus.
Like it's atrocious, bro. Like it don't make no damn sense. The shit that they be giving up. And with that also said, defense. Play some damn defense, bro. We have games where we in the first and second quarter, we either blowing them out or we up and we good, we cooking. In third quarter, what the fuck happens? I have no idea. It's been season long, so it's not like it's an anomaly. Y'all do this shit every game. What the fuck? Play some damn defense all game.
That's consistent.
That's it.
Be sharp on the rotations. I don't know what in their game plan. There's going to be certain guys in the Pacers here. They're like, we're going to let him shoot. But otherwise, please rotate. This is no longer a random Tuesday game in Utah or anything like that where you might take a couple possessions off. Like it's the playoffs. You have to take each possession serious. So
like it was concerning that we're still seeing like just egregious defensive breakdowns. Like for the bulk of it, it's like it's solid enough. But then like they get every like fifth or sixth possession, it's like somebody goes somewhere, somebody else goes to that same spot, and then like they turn around and the ball's in the corner and somebody's shooting a three, and they looking at each other like they shouldn't still be this confused at this point in the season.
Yeah, so you gotta tighten that up. But let me ask y'all this: what's your prediction in this series? Who you got?
Let's go with Shaolin's first.
All right, he said, "Where
and when, now and then, pimpin' kid, Bucks and 6."
Hey, bars.
It's Bucks and 6, I think, across the board here.
Run it.
I've seen a lot of the Pacers are favored in this series, and trust me when I say I understand why. Because if you look at what the Pacers have done, especially since like January 1st onward, they've been like the third best team in the East, if I remember correctly, or it might be the whole league. I can't remember, but they've been one of the top teams since that point. Halliburton's been playing some good ball. Spicy P has been the consistent like guy the entire season because Halliburton started off really slow this year. Spicy P been consistent all year through. They got Nesmith. Like they got a solid group, and I think it's going to be a really competitive series. I think the games are going to be close, but Bucks and 6.
I love the revenge factor. That's
I do too.
I meant to bring up with the X factor is like revenge. Like that's a powerful motivator.
And just a quick Indiana X factor. I think Mathurin is a big X factor over there for Indiana as well.
Off the bench.
He's an issue.
Yeah, he definitely can be.
Brandon said he's got the Bucks sweeping. Revenge.
Bring the brooms
like Miami.
Hey, listen, that has set the tone, wasn't it? That would set the tone. I did see Bobby Portis's like presser today, and then we'll move to the next series. And Bobby, he seems like he's on a different level right now, which I guess would be expected when you had to miss 25 games in the season. And he was like, I was just at home having to watch the games. Like, I am so ready for this series, and we cannot let them beat us again. Because I don't want to be 50 years old talking about them Pacers had beat us twice. And he was like, I'm not trying to go for that. I'm not going for that. So, like, this is going to be a really, really fun one.